Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 to Seduce me. We're picking up where we left off. We're in the cafeteria. We entered the cafeteria. This was room filled with the aromas of different foods, different kinds of food, sorry. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Fries and a spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal.
Interesting.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu. I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
Kind of reminds me of Buttercup.
You're crazy.
I see Blossom and Bubbles at the same time. And me, I don't know who I am. I'm going.
So yeah, I'm crazy. I think I'm getting a migraine.
Boy, oh boy. I think I'll go with. Okay. Chicken, rice, chicken burger. 2. What Naomi? Having 2. Just mac and cheese and soda. Yes. Mac and cheese. Yes. That sounds good. You better done. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables. Put in our backpacks aside too many, and we could finally get into the food. Susan leaned back in her chair, tilted it back so that she could rest her feet on the table by her food.
All right then. Is there anything we want to talk about? Bored already?
Oh boy.
I know. Let's talk about boys, and I will never speak to you ever again.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Aw, why not?
Yeah, Susan. Why not?
What's so interesting about talking about guys? Not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
True.
We don't know that. What if one of us does get a boyfriend? Like that's going to happen, dude. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a bitchy blonde. Hey!
Yeah.
No offense. And Anderson here. Wow. I guess she could bring a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants. Or girlfriend? She can be a lesbian if she wants. True.
That's okay, Susan. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend yet.
Why not? They're seniors here. Might as well get a boyfriend. Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Susan.
Well, it really wasn't about wanting a relationship before, if there was no one interested enough to be in a relationship with. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not many interested guys in the school to go out with. Who knows? Time will tell. Naomi looked at me wanting to continue the conversation, however, she could speak. The speakers in the cafe started up with an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
Not good.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you. Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
Yeah.
If something happens, just call us.
Funny enough, something did happen. And it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by blowing thunder now and then. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it. Under the black umbrella. That's when I was looking up with back. Looking up was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I stared at the grass beneath my feet. I didn't want to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damn grass underneath my feet. Over the monotone eulogies that floated through my ears reminded me of the hours at a funeral. Oh no! What happened? It was only when the beach descended that I finally was able to raise my head. So sad. Oh God. A small gathering of people, mostly made a relative that I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a simple small grave. Ah, yeah, I know what it's like to lose a loved one. I lost my mother a long time ago. Like, almost 6 years ago, and I lost my grandma 10 years ago. And, yeah, and I lost my cousin. But if you have someone that you lost, just keep your head up and just think of a good time. And, if you did lose someone recently, but keep your head up, it'll be alright. You'll just know that you have people that are there to support you, But anyway, let's get back to the story. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops and umbrellas. If it was raining, everything would probably be in a heavy silence. I looked beside me where my father was standing holding up a large black umbrella for a small family of 3. His face was emotional, a strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. Oh no! Did she lose a baby? Oh my God. But that is the worst thing that could ever happen to a mother. No mother should ever go through that. Unfortunately, some mothers go through that. Miscarriages and stillborns and just really sad. After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before us was his father's name. Oh, she lost a grandmother or father. Oh, it was her grandfather. Sorry. That was a baby because how small the grave was. Sorry. Well, I'm sorry. Just for my mind went. But, like I said, it's terrible to go through such a thing. My grandfather, the one who raised me, with his own daughter, had passed away that day. The ceremony was small, and the close family were allowed to come. Slowly, though, people began to leave, leaving my father, mother, and me behind at the grave. A man dressed in a twin black suit under the uniform black umbrella of the funeral attendees walked towards us, introducing himself as his grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase. He began to read out aloud its content. Sorry.
And now, we shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament.
Only my parents and I were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under the strict request of his lawyer, and there was a reason why.
And to my dearest granddaughter, I give my estate. All the furniture and decor that resides within the house shall also be given to my granddaughter.
Oh. What? I couldn't believe my ears. I had earned a family estate at 18. That was impossible. And yet it was written by my own grandfather's hand.
He passed the family estate to her? Why am I not surprised?
Who the fuck are you? You're the son. Wow. What a nice father.
Well, did he say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson Toys Company?
What a greedy bastard. How rude can he be?
It is presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position.
Ha ha. That's what you get, bitch. That's what you get.
Even to the bitter end, he wouldn't give it. What a stubborn loser.
Yeah, well, it's no wonder why you did it. 'Cause you are a pompous ass. Sorry. I'm getting a little too into the story. Satan just had my father turn to face my mother with a serious expression on his face.
About the estate. Should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. That's right.
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
Sure, I thought you were against this.
Honey, what do you think?
I said nothing. I really wasn't sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think that I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I even ready to live on my own?
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. I'm sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
What a great sweetheart.
David.
Wow. Okay. But what the way that David, it must sound what is being mean again. Even though she raised her voice, Madame wordlessly began walking back to the car. Disinterested.
Don't mind him, honey. I think that your grandfather's passing really affected him.
I bet it does. Sure it does. You just go on ahead to the car, Mom. I bet I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need.
She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral ground, which was completely empty, save for the stone looking grave that was laid in front of me. I'm sure that Grandpa were in charge of arranging all this, it would have been much different. It was blatantly obvious that my dad was charged of all events throughout with burying their own family the same day they passed away. Everyone knew my grandmother loved her toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground void, and many toys were toys my dad didn't even bother putting flowers. This gesture for my grandfather was almost pitiful, more like pathetic. Pathetic. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to put down some words, but the only thing that came out was a choked sob. You told me to stay strong with myself and the farthest from it. Like that one time, a long time ago. Grandpa!
Oh, it's so good to see you again, sweetie.
I was swept into a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as it swung me around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he greeted me, and like my father. My grandfather was loving and playful, even as I grew older. Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again. It had always been like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, saying that he was busy with work and wasn't feeling well. Wow, what an ass.
Is that so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right?
Oh yeah, so what are we doing today, Grandpa? Mommy says that there's a dessert cafe is open in town. Where would you go?
Oh, I would love to, but I've been so busy with the company these days. We're actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
Yes. Oh, is that a toy?
It is. I was designing a new line of them, but I feel like something's missing. I don't think you can help me out, can you?
Of course. She placed the toy in my hands with a smile, and I inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted and obviously a work of art. A lot of work was put into it. There was one thing, though.
So, what do you think?
I think his heart on its chest just light up when you had it. It would be like it alive it to me with a little light, like before you sleep. I'm sorry, I was just checking out on this one recording. He spoke his turn, considering my input well, nodded his head. After a few moments of silent deliberation, he turned to me with a chuckle.
That's a great idea. I'll get to changing it right away. You're always like my little lucky charm, dear. You always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
Well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa.
You want to make toys as well?
Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
That makes sense. Daddy doesn't think of me in the same way, though.
Your father. I'm sure he just wants the best for you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Sweetie, look at me.
She bent out to look at me idly with a serious look on his
As
face.
much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember that he's always thinking about you. He loves you. There's no doubt about that. And you need to love him just as equally.
I suppose he could be right. I mean, he's letting the whole house thing happen. Be right back. There appears to be a problem here. Don't say anything. Yeah, I'm gonna be pausing this. I'm gonna have dinner, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I did it. I don't hate Daddy. I really do love him. I don't know why he's like this, though.
Your father and I have had some difficulties with each other in the past, but it's nothing that you should be concerned about.
I had heard tidbits of this from my mother and various other people. The only people who had stayed by were my father and grandfather. Both of them refrained from saying a word on the subject matter, but it was clear that whatever happened set up a wall between them. It's hard though, trying to pretend as if nothing were wrong.
However, no matter what, you have to stay strong. You're a big girl already, and, well, there'll come a day when it seems like it's you against the world. But always remember that your family and friends will be here with you. Daddy, Mommy, your friends at school, me. We'll stand together to get through it.
How could you be so sure of that?
Because we'll be right here and here.
He pointed his finger to his head, to my head first, and then pointed at my chest.
Stay strong, promise?
For a moment, he looked almost sad, pleasing, but as quickly as it had come, the expression disappeared from his face and he was all smiles over them. I promise. Upon hearing that, Grandpa let out a great burst of laughter and stood up.
All right then, enough of that. How about I whip up some special homemade dessert? I know it's to company with that new cafe, but we sure can talk and eat while I cook and do some paperwork.
Remember dessert? I'll race you to the kitchen.
Hey, slow down there. I'm not what I used to be.
You willed me to bury him. I love to see you in. Why was you think I would be ready to take it, especially after this? A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I quickly swallowed it. There was no use in getting mad, especially when the question was no longer there. I'm sorry. It's hard to stay calm when you must be with so many questions, especially about what happened between you and Dad. What am I doing? Talking to a grave. My vision blurred and I suddenly realized I was crying. My face heated up as tears moved down my cheeks. I'll bring you some flowers later. I miss you, Grandpa. I'll try my best to fulfill my promise I gave to you, even if the world might be turned against me. I left the grave, wiping my tears, half away so my parents wouldn't see.
Well, it's time to head back home. I'll cook up your favorite lasagna when we get home, okay?
Sounds with my mom. Thanks, Mom. However, my dad didn't speak the entire ride home. I wanted to talk to him, but after his moment of the funeral, I wasn't sure if that was a good idea.
It's about time we took off those dreary black clothes.
Yeah, okay. Gathered in my courage, I decided then that it was time to talk. Dad, Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Why do you want me to move to the estate so soon?
I thought I made that rather clear. The college near your grandfather's house is well known for its business
Oh,
program. You are planning to major in business, yes?
what the heck? You have close to do what you want. Just do what she wants.
Right after you graduate from high school, you'll just live there and can easily commute to and from school. It's a perfect fit for you.
You sure about that? But it's so sudden. You just decided so quickly after the funeral.
Don't be so sensitive. If you're like that in the real world, you'll be crushed.
Whatever. No, she won't. I'm just saying that maybe we should talk a bit more about my future. In my private matter, I'm just build aside privately.
After you graduate from college, you'll work at Anderson Family Toys. I have connections since I am part of the board of directors, so you will be guaranteed a spot. That is what we talked about before, yes?
Oh boy. But what if...
Stop mumbling.
Wow. But what if I don't want to work there?
Don't be silly. It's the family company. Our company. I'm not just going to hand it over to some incompetent vice chairman.
Yeah, well, just because she's family doesn't mean she's obligated to work for a company. Sorry, I'm just really pissed about this character. She came to the man's face softened.
Look, this is all for the best, okay? You may not know it right now, but you will appreciate it later.
Yeah, okay. For some reason, when I heard him say that, something snapped in me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it made me feel so angry. Do you even care my grandfather passed away?
Of course I do.
Well, I never seemed by the dandy to your things could be better.
Excuse me? I don't like your tone, young lady.
It's like nothing even happened at all. What you just ignored the fact that he's no longer here.
Do not raise your voice at me.
What did he ever do to you? Do you deserve best? My father, his face hardened, crossed his arms, and erupted in angry laughter.
Ha! You sure place him upon a pedestal, like he's some kind of venerated god or something. It makes me sick.
What kind of father is like this? Wow. Is that it? Are you happy seeing grandfather dead? Well, everyone was grieving where you holding yourself back and laughing at everyone's faces. Did you feel just a bit happier seeing what lie in the graveyard? Oh my god. A flash of rage crossed his destiny with the bastard hair across my cheek. My God, what an abusive father.
You don't know anything! Running your mouth like somehow you know everything that went on, when you're just a little girl that doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut!
Wow, what kind of father has your own daughter that way?
You did not know my father! You did not know what he was capable of!
Oh, really?
Is everything all right? What happened?
Nothing. I'm not hungry. I think I'll just go upstairs.
Wait.
I quickly turned and ran up the stairs to my room, slamming the door behind me. My breath came in short pants and fur. A while I just raised the desk, the door to bedroom, and eventually sliding down to sit but instead, how did it become like this? But yet, my cheek still throbbed, and I tentatively stood up and looked at the mirror to see how it looked. Luckily, it disappears. What am I saying? Tears flowed in between my eyes, but I blinked, came back rapidly. I couldn't cry for such a time, so that I had to be stronger than that.
You're right. Your father told me nothing happened, but you know your father.
I'm fine. I just lost my appetite.
It was almost done, though. And I don't want to sit in the meal. Are you sure?
Yeah, don't worry about me. Mom, I'll come downstairs later to eat. I just don't want to eat right now.
Tell me what's going on. I wish you would tell me why you're doing like this.
I wanted to tell her. A part of me was grieving to tell her what Dad had done. At the same time, I knew she couldn't fit anything besides. I was moving out regardless. I remained silent, letting the event remain in the past. Such a nice mom. By the way, my mom must be alone and was raised to think that she was only a few inches away from me and was separated by such a wooden door. I really didn't know what to do. I needed to do something, anything, to get my mind off of what just happened. Anything would be better than thinking any more about the pain still radiating from my cheek. I was going to move it to my grandfather's house tomorrow. I should probably pack my stuff so I would be prepared for tomorrow. Yeah, that was a good idea. I should stop packing. I opened the closet room and changed around for a while before I finally found two large bags, pulling them out onto the floor of my room. I then began to empty my drawers and cabinet so that I could bring all my things with me. I didn't have much to bring other than the clothes and some toiletries. It was kind of bizarre that I didn't have any personal belongings. It wasn't like my luggage was completely devoid of them, but I certainly didn't have my things in my room that were missing by just suddenly left the house. It's just my head to rid myself of the spots if it were going to be my new house. It would have to feel like it. But where was other, I was going to make it a home. The sound was crashing. I faced myself and began ringing, vibrating my button. I switched and pulled out my button and answered it, while slowly easing myself onto my bed. Who could possibly be calling?
Hey, Anderson, you there? Is everything all right? We were worried about you, so we decided to call. What?
I'm really glad to get cold. My voice managed to come out, so it was only a whisper.
What happened? Are you okay?
Well, I slowly began telling about the funeral. In the afternoon, a small silence followed when I was done recounting what happened to my roommate. They only finally spoke up.
Do you want us to come over right now?
So it's okay. My dad isn't in a the roots though, to be just keep talking on the phone like this.
Of course. We stay on the phone until the crack of dawn. Right, Suzu? Yeah. We're always here for you. After all, this trio triple threat trio have you, right? You'll get a prize.
How sweet. Yeah.
Triple threat trio? It sounds like the name of a gang. Yeah. I mean, we're all taking on the road together. We've got to have someone buried. No one's going to take us seriously. What's with you and naming things? You gotta step up your game now. How many times have cool kids like to do this? Hey! I'm a cool kid. If anything, I think you have to step up your game.
We chatted cheerfully about all sorts of things very soon I had forgotten about events that day and adjacent to try conversations on my favorite TV show. Some program called Her Watch. We all agreed that the actor played the titular character so sweet and very distant much about her with that long overcoat and scarf wrapped around his neck. We had many disagreements about who we thought was the truest character. Yeah, that's really nice. Cheekbones and his eyes are pretty, but I do have that before Watson and the bonuses after. Just so sassy. We took a class, they did on the wall and realized how late it was. Whoa, it's already 1 a.m.? Sorry for keeping that up so late. I think I'm gonna behave for tonight. See you guys at school tomorrow. I'm super sorry for the man. I can't believe I stayed up this late just to talk to my friend. Hold on. Hold on. But it was really nice. Well, to the bathroom I go. I just, you know what? I'm gonna end this part right here. Because this is getting too long. So I'll talk to you soon in the next video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this and The Sims and other stuff. And okay, talk to you soon. Bye!